Now, listen, I always say hello there, and let me change something real quick on my camera. I say hello there, and then I expect people to understand this whole who says that? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there. Anyways, I'm a black nerd. Listen, it's Sunday evening. We've had a long day. It's been a long weekend. Can I talk my talk real quick? Can I talk your talk? It's not a real church until you have the church t-shirt. It ain't a real church until you have a church shirt. So first of all, if you want a Collide Church t-shirt, let me know. We'll get one to you. Let me talk my talk for a second. And those watching, do me a favor. Share this video. Tell others about it. You see, and let me say this in the beginning too. I'm tired, so I'm in like a silly mode. So I'm being serious, but not deathly serious. Okay. But what I'm saying is this: a lot of you all have been hearing about, or seeing things about, yeah, JT started a church, and they're starting a church, and you may have come, you may have visited, you may have heard some of the things about it, the Collide Church and multicultural ministry, and you might make some assumptions about who we are and what we do, right? Because typically, multicultural ministry, as why'd you do that, Brooklyn? She just went when she was laying on the floor. She just went. My kids are being unruly right now. Anyways, there you go. Let's collide.org. Let's collide.org. All right. So let me talk my talk real quick and we'll get out of here. So when you hear multicultural ministry, and because she'll keep you give them a foothold, they take the whole house. Anyways, you're a multicultural ministry. And let me just be honest. I'm always going to be honest. Always going to be honest. Typically, what multicultural ministry has meant is people of color coming into predominantly white churches and assimilating to the culture, ways, music, style, and genre of predominantly white churches, right? And we say, we're a multicultural church. And every once in a while, I'm not saying all of them, but just in general, maybe we'll put a couple of people of color on stage and let them sing on the praise team, or we'll let them be musicians and all that, or we'll add some gospel music or kind of flavor to our worship, but still it's this contemporary Christian kind of sound. And that's typically what multicultural means. Multicultural church has often meant as well, unfortunately, to let's just put on our blinders to systemic issues, institutional issues. Let's put on our blinders to race, to sexism, xenophobia. Come on, let's talk about it. And let's just focus on Jesus, right? And just he'll make everything better. I have a problem with a Jesus that is being used and weaponized right now to take over the government or take back our country. Watch out for take back language. That's very get strong supremacist vibes. Anyways, a Jesus that's being used and weaponized with government when Jesus was brutally tortured and executed by a government. And why? Evidently for things he said, for what he believed, for whom he advocated, the marginalized, the least of these, for coming against status quo. Anyways, I got off track. So here's what I'm saying. You hear about the church, and some people might think like, oh, okay, a little multicultural church. No, it ain't no little multicultural church, first of all. Second of all, we are who we are. I am who I am. Yes, I'm black. I'm very light skinned. I'm black. I'm a black preacher. I came up in a Pentecostal holiness church. I'm not going to deny who I am. I'm not changing that up for the sake of let's be multicultural. So the people who come, they know what it is, but they come back not just because I'm black or because we want to be multicultural. They come because we have placed Jesus at the center of every crossroad. And when you come visit us, And when you get to experience who we are, here's what you're going to feel. You're going to encounter love. You're going to be welcomed. You're going to feel at home. You're not going to be judged. You're going to be loved. You're going to be welcome. The space will feel safe. You'll feel like you're a part of a community, because that's the culture we've set, and that's who we are. Furthermore, you're going to get a good word. Yes. As the Lord enables me and all of us who preach and teach, we're seminary trained, Holy Ghost filled. We love the Lord. So this is our job. This is what I do. So I finally get to do it on a weekly basis. And it's a wonderful time. So people looking from the outside in, they're like, oh, what is this little Collide church? Okay, everyone's starting a church. Maybe they are or they are not. But what we're doing is real. There are a lot of people who are having services, and I'm not criticizing that. I'm not hating on that. I'm not throwing any shade, because I know a number of them who have done that, right? There's people who are having services, right? And then there's some who are starting a church. We are starting a church. We've been planning this for more than 2 years now. We are sowing. We have a first year vision, second year, third year vision. We have serious needs. We're raising money. People are coming on board. We want this to outlive us. This is not Hairston Ministries and everyone comes and helps us out. This is the Collide Church, and we're all coming together. We're all laboring, and we're all making it happen. To that end, I want to say this. Oh, I got some people in the chat. There we go. I want to say this to that end. College students, and I want you to help me spread this video to college students. It's probably too long already, so I'll make another one that's a lot shorter. College students, let me just talk my talk. You're coming to college. You might be coming to Baldwin Wallace University. I hope you are. You might be coming to Tri-C. You might be at Tri-C Metro or Tri-C West. You might be coming to Cleveland State. You might be going to ICDC College, Remington. You might be going to Case Western. You might be going to Notre Dame. Are they still happening in Cleveland? What's the point? You're coming to college, and the truth is you need a church. You need a church, especially if you're from out of state or out of town, and the local church you will go to is far away from home. You have a local church in the Collide Church. We're a new church plant. Our first Sunday will be Sunday, October 2nd, 10-2. The Collide Church, placing Jesus at the center of every crossroad. October 2nd, 10-2. Hands on the wheel, 10-2. The symbolism. Hey, you need a church. You need somewhere to gather with community. You need somewhere to get your Jesus on. You need somewhere to stay connected to Jesus, because you know who you are. You know where you've come from. You need a church and you need Jesus. And maybe you're coming to college and you don't have a church, or you never really thought about faith and religion, all like that. That's cool. Come give this a try, because I guarantee you, we serve a God in Jesus who loves you, who not just the author of rules and regulations for us to mindlessly follow, but he's set forth a course and a destiny for your life and wants you to experience your best days, and he wants to be with you on the worst days of your life. And he's placed us here in this community to help you, guide you through it all. So you need some kind of spiritual connection. You need a place to worship. You need an outlet. You need a place to come and let your hair down. Someone needs a place to just to go scream, shout, and holler. Because when you start thinking of the goodness of Jesus and the goodness of God and how you got into college in the first place, how that tuition got paid, how the financial aid came through at the last minute, and you say, it was no one but God, you need somewhere to go on a Sunday morning or a Friday night to give God praise for making it possible. What's your point? Friday, September 9th, college night at the Collide. College night at the Collide. I'm inviting all college students, college age people in the community, and not just college people, but old and young, everybody. We are a multicultural, multi-generational church. We embrace it all. Come out, meet me in Berea Friday night, September 9th at 7 p.m., and we're going to go before the Lord. We're going to have church. We're going to experience Jesus, have a good word, good worship, good prayer, and just cover you in prayer and in love so you can have the most amazing, illustrious college career you can. We're believing that for you. So I need your help. To that end, or to the next end, I need your help. Those you all who know someone at Cleveland, I got BW covered, but at Cleveland State, at Tri-C, at Case Western, please put me in contact with that student. I know you can't just show up on a campus and be like, "Hi, we're a church and we want your students to come," because unfortunately that's been abused. That's been abused in the past. So we have to think of better and more strategic ways, and not to be sneaky, but we want students to come of their own volition, not because they were forced or guilted into it. So I would love to connect with student leaders, student Christians at these various schools, just to let them know here is an option. If someone's looking for a church home, if someone's looking for a place to worship Jesus, and it don't take too long. We don't be in there all night, hour 15, hour and a half, and we out. But we want to connect with you, and we want to invite you and get your college educated self to the Collide Church on Friday, September 9th. It's college night. Matter of fact, when you're coming, wear your college gear, no matter who you are. Wear your college gear. Represent your undergrad, your alma mater. If you're in high school, then wear your high school gear. Maybe you are part of a fraternity or sorority. Wear that Greek gear. Wear your college t-shirt, whatever it is. Something, the colors, the mascot. There might be a mascot there. It might be a marching band there. I don't know. But get there. You need Jesus. You need a church. And I have an idea. And that is the Collide Church, placing Jesus at the center of every crossroad. I love to connect with you. I love to tell you more. Matter of fact, you can find out more on your own. Go to www.letscollide.org, www.letscollide.org. Read about us. Check out some of our services, our past streams. Learn who we are, our core values, our beliefs, where we're going. And then finally, for everyone else who might not be interested in any of that, I wrap up with this. You can help us accomplish our mission and do what we're called to do by going to www.letscollide.org/give. Let me put it here right now. letscollide.org/give. Your generous donations help us launch, help us establish, helps us do what we're called to do. I thank you so much. I'm looking forward to connecting with you. College night, Friday, September 9th. 7 p.m. in Berea. We post a flyer very soon, but I want to connect with you. You need Jesus. Let's meet him there together and see what he has for us. All right. He's at the center of every crossroad, including your academic one. I love you. Have a wonderful Sunday. Thanks for letting me talk my talk. I'm going to get back on here pretty soon and talk some old talk. God bless you.